Week 2 tomorrow. So excited to get into all of the games with you. If you have questions, fire away about your fantasy football teams, your sports bets, everything you guys need for NFL Week 2, we're here for. So make sure you hit that follow button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, ask away with your questions. We're here for all of it on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. We are live across all of our platforms, so fire away with your fantasy football questions, your sports betting questions, everything that you guys need to take advantage of NFL Week 2 action to the max. We will put out a DFS lineup. We will be putting out a newsletter tomorrow morning that will have some of our favorite bets, our favorite fantasy plays. So if you haven't done so already, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and sign up for that free newsletter. In that newsletter, I'm going to give out my favorite picks of the day, my favorite player prop bets, and of course my DFS lineup. So if you have not done so already, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and sign up for the free newsletter. It will come out tomorrow morning. Plenty of time to help you guys cash in on the action tomorrow. With that said, here to answer some of your fantasy football questions. So obviously fire away with those, no matter the platform, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. We are here for all of it, so just ask away, fire away with those questions. We're here for them. Josie, Lockett or Dillon? More and more, I'm leaning slightly towards Dillon with Aaron Jones being out, but I do like Lockett. So if Aaron Jones somehow does play tomorrow, I like Lockett, but if he doesn't go, I'll go firmly with A.J. Dillon. R. Ward, 21. I'm leaning slightly towards Trevor Lawrence, just barely. I like both of them tomorrow. I think you're in a good place, but I'm going to lean slightly towards Trevor Lawrence. T.Y. Should I flex London, Hollywood Brown, or Sam Laporta? I have Kelsey and Amon-Ra St. Brown starting. I don't like the matchup that London has against Jair Alexander, but I still think I trust him more than Laporta, just because he's a wide receiver one. I don't feel great about it. It's between those two. Hollywood Brown really doesn't come into it for me, at least, TY. K-Dog23, great to see you again. Definitely DJ Moore. Definitely DJ Moore, K-Dog. Nothing to be concerned about there. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. We're live every single day. And, of course, we have our pregame show tomorrow starting at 10. So make sure you don't miss it. Hit the follow button. Andrew, is Kamara worth picking up? Absolutely. You're almost halfway through his suspension, so I feel good about that. Breece Hall or Najee? I'm leaning slightly towards Breece Hall. He showed me enough, and he's going to be critical in that Jets offense. I lean slightly towards Breece Hall over Najee Harris. Jimmy, Roschon Johnson or Mostert? Jimmy, I would go with Mostert. Mostert would be the play. Scott Gardner, 117. Laporta or Ingram? Really close for me between these two. I'm leaning slightly, I think, towards... Laporta. I don't feel great about that. It's a coin flip for me between the two, Scott. I could go either way. I don't have a lot of conviction on either side. I think they're both going to have good games. Buddy CW28. Mike Williams for me. I actually think that the passing game to the wide receiver is going to be more critical than the running game. So Buddy CW28, I would go with Mike Williams. Keep firing away with your questions, no matter the platform. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. We're here for all of it. Adam, thoughts on Zay Jones? I don't think he's going to show up much tomorrow. I think it's really going to be a game about Travis Etienne, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley. Those would be the three. Ingram, I think, could be the fourth there. I think Zay Jones could be the odd man out tomorrow. Crack-a-lackin'. Should I start Jamal Williams, Amari Cooper? Crack-a-lackin', I just went through some of my lineups just now, earlier, before I got on live, and I'm putting in Jamal Williams over Amari Cooper. So I like Jamal Williams over Amari Cooper. Thanks so much, guys, for supporting the show like you do. Brent, Flex, Elijah Moore with Amari Cooper hurt, Burks with D-Hop hurt, Puka. Of all of those, I like Elijah Moore the most. I really hope Amari Cooper can play. So that's, but if you don't have Amari Cooper, I guess it doesn't matter for you. Yeah, I think Elijah Moore also to take away maybe a little bit from that counterplay on the other side. So I totally get it. Edward Z, Breece Hall, DJ Moore, Pierce or Garrett Wilson. Edward Z, I'd go with DJ Moore. Edward Z, I'd go DJ Moore. Joe Silva, 4418. I'm leaning slightly towards Jared Goff. He's got the better matchup. So Joe Silva, I'm leaning slightly towards Jared Goff. Drew, if you guys want to do another draft, I'm totally down for it. Drew, just hit me up on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. If you hit me up, I'll create a league right now. If you guys want to do another fantasy football league and compete against me, there is still the $250 prize pool for every league that I start because Rival Fantasy is a sponsor of ours. So because of that, I'm more than happy to start a league with you guys. I'll create a new league right now. If you guys want to be a part of it, I'll start the league. This week won't count. It'll start in week 3. But if you guys want to do it, I'm totally down for it. So just hit me up on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I'll DM you the link. That's how you can, if you guys want to do it, I'm more than happy to. Again, $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. I think it's a great deal. I'm all about it. That's totally up to you guys. I'm certainly happy to hand it out if you guys want to do it. Eric, he'll join another league. I know he's about it. While I mention that, I have my newsletter. We're putting out our newsletter tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Make sure you sign up on our website. It's totally free, buttfumblesports.com. It'll have my favorite bets of the day. It'll have my favorite player prop bets of the day. And it'll have the DFS lineup that I'm putting out. So if you want that in your inbox tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., just go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. The name of my company, buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for the free newsletter, and you'll get it in your inbox. Thanks so much, Devin. Captain Graybeard, Browns defense, a good play this weekend. Good play? No. I don't think it's a good play. I think it's okay. I think they'll get some sacks against Kenny Pickett, but I don't think I'm not too high on them. Colin Thies, Miles Sanders, or Joshua Kelly. I'm personally leaning slightly towards Miles Sanders. I actually think he's got the better matchup. Lucas Rathwell, Flowers, Dillon, or Jamal Williams. I'm going to go with Jamal Williams, just barely over Flowers. Very close, though. Big Nate, start Joshua Kelly? Yes, I think so. Will, if you want to be a part of this league, there you go. Just sent you the link. Pez, if you want to be a part of it, yep, $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool, all thanks to Rival Fantasy. Mason, should I trade away Travis Etienne? I don't know why you'd think so. I think he's got a tremendous value. Ty, Kelly, or Pacheco? Very close for me. I'm leaning slightly towards Pacheco. No, I take that back, Ty. I'm going with Kelly. I'll go with Kelly, and here's the reason why. Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon is just enough of a threat to eat into the points for Pacheco, where I'll go with Joshua Kelly, Ty, but it's very close. I think both put up similar numbers. User 9811. Chubb or Bijan? I would say... I'm going to say Bijan. User 9811. I would go Bijan Robinson over Chubb. I think it's very close. I really wish you could start both. I think Chubb gets a touchdown, but I think the Steelers' defense, after that embarrassment last week, will be much better than the Packers. I think Bijan is just going to get more opportunities in this offense. So that's where I'm leaning for the moment, is going with Bijan, especially if it's a PPR league. Ben B, I'd go with Brock Purdy. Ben B, I'd go Brock Purdy over Dak Prescott. Chris B, Broncos or Giants or Texans? All right, if we're talking about defense, I'm leaning slightly towards the Giants 1, Broncos 2. I'm not high on the Texans defense at all. Real Boudreaux, great to see you again. I would go with Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams. Rice Takes Sports. I would go with DJ Moore. Rice Takes Sports. I prefer DJ Moore. I love Zay Flowers this week as well, but I put DJ Moore slightly ahead of him. Brandon Macias. I'd go with Lamar Jackson. Brandon, I'd go Lamar Jackson over Tua. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. If you guys want to be a part of this fantasy league, just hit me up on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. If you want to be a part of this fantasy league, it's totally free to buy in, $250 prize pool. So if you want to be a part of it, Jasper, Josh Allen, and Devontae for Tyreek Hill. I would actually... No, I don't think you're getting enough value when it's all said and done. I would do the deal if you really want to upgrade at the wide receiver position. I certainly feel like there are other quarterbacks that you can find week to week. But if I'm also just thinking about their total value throughout the season, you're not getting as much value back. So I would ask for Tyreek Hill and a throw-in. By the way, that way if he rejects it, you could always take away the throw-in. Maybe it actually makes him go for it that much more. A.J. Kramer. Ayuk or Montgomery for the flex? I'd go with David Montgomery. I prefer him. Just more opportunities that he's going to have with the ball in his hands to score you points. Pat, Burrow or Richardson? I'm going with Burrow on that one. I know Richardson has the opportunity to run. He did really well in week 1, but I think Burrow is going to ultimately be the better play. Just barely, Pat. I like Burrow just barely more. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. Again, if you want to be a part of this fantasy league, we're filling it up. The moment we get to 10 people in this league, we'll just draft. So if you guys want to be a part of a fantasy league, hit me up on Instagram, Butt Sports on Instagram. Okay. Getting back to your questions. Mr. Burton, Godwin, Puka, Burks, Cooper. Okay, here's the problem. Amari Cooper might be out. So I like Godwin. I really do like Amari Cooper, but you're going to have to just pay a little bit of attention. The problem is he's Monday night. Go pick up Shaheed. If Shaheed's still available, he can become your out. He's playing on Monday night because the Saints are playing the Panthers. 2 Monday night games this week. So that's what I would do, Mr. Burton, is I would try to see if I could get Amari Cooper out there. But if you can't, go get Shaheed right now on the waiver wire. He's probably available in your league. Have him as your backup. I prefer Shaheed over Pakua and Burks. Trey Hoo-Ha, I'd go with Herbert. Trey Hoo-Ha, I'd go with Herbert. It's Willie QM. I'm leaning towards Jerick McKinnon, just barely. I'm not as high on Herbert, so Ricky Arias, David Montgomery, or Joshua Kelly. Ooh, it's a really tough one for me. I'm going to go with David Montgomery just barely, I think. It's really close. It's really close. The difference for me is I like the Seahawks as the defense you're going against with Montgomery. I'm telling you, the Tennessee Titans defense is good against the run, bad against the pass. That's not just last week. That was over last year. That's why I'm leaning in the David Montgomery direction. Haida Dildo. All right. I'm trying to get... man, I got caught up in that one. I got trapped. All right. If you guys want to be a part of this fantasy league, I'll share that link with you guys right now. So for all of those who want to be a part of it, if you guys want to do this fantasy league tonight, I'm willing to do a couple of them. So again, $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. So sharing the link with you guys. And you guys, the moment we sign up, we're going to do this draft. We have 5 spots left. So plenty of opportunity to get in on this draft. Drew, I got you. Sorry, didn't see it for a minute. Continuing to answer all of your fantasy football questions, no matter where you're watching. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Cash Money 2312. I would go with Zach Moss. Cash Money 2312. I'd go with Zach Moss. X Brandon, I would lean slightly towards Freiermuth over Hunter Henry, just barely. Appreciate all you guys who are watching, no matter the platform. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. Make sure you're watching Butt Fumble Sports every single day, because we're live every single day. Talking fantasy football, sports betting, everything that you guys need to cash in on sports in general, not just the NFL, but every single week, all the action. Christian Watson or Judy. Benny, I'm leaning towards Christian Watson. Chico, if Amari Cooper is out, should I pick up Shaheed? Absolutely. I think that's the great substitute play to have for Monday night just in case. Christopher, Mark Andrews for sure. Christopher, Mark Andrews over Komet, not close. JK94, I'm leaning towards Josh Allen. Think he's going to have a big game at home. bounce back week against the Raiders defense. I'll go with Josh Allen over Trevor Lawrence. I think both put up pretty good numbers, though. Garrett Tilley, Russell Wilson, or Mac, you know what I'm going to do there. I'm going with Mac Jones. I think he played well. Dolphins defense looked terrible in week 1. I'm not trusting Russell Wilson, so I'll go with Mac Jones just barely. Chris B, CeeDee Lamb, or Jackson Smith and Jigba. You must be a Seahawks fan. I love CeeDee Lamb, even with the matchup. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba could have a breakout game. I'm still going to go with CeeDee Lamb. That's one of those in which the floor is what I care about most. CeeDee Lamb's the better play. Cash money, I would go with out of Najee, Javonte, and James Cook, I'd go with Najee Harris. Cash money, hope you're following us. Appreciate the questions. I'd go with Najee cash money. Francisco, that's fun to say. Olave or Mike Williams, it's very close for me. I like both of them a lot. I could flip-flop on this, but I'm going to lean towards Chris Olave. I just think he has the bigger game. Christopher, you got to go Michael Thomas. D-Hop dealing with an injury. Sencho, I'd go Michael Thomas as well on that one. Cash Money 23, love it. Appreciate the support. If you guys aren't following so far, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're not following, make sure you're following us. Hit that follow button. User 5650, I'd go George Pickens. User 5650, I'd go George Pickens. Johnny Cools, I'd go Miles Sanders. Johnny Cools, I'd go Miles Sanders. I'm going to shoot on down to the latest ones. Down by the river, PPR. Pick one wide receiver. Okay, I'd go with T. Higgins. And I'd go with Ayuk. Ayuk and Higgins would be the two. Ayuk and Higgins. Do we know if Andrews is playing yet? Connor Jermaine, yes he is. Mark Andrews will be playing. Caden Goodwin, I would go with Wilson. Caden Goodwin, 65, I'd go Wilson. Anthony Herrera, I'm going to lean towards Joshua Kelly over James Conner. Anthony Herrera, Joshua Kelly would be the play. Jules Z, I'd go Jared Goff. Jules Z, I think Jared Goff's the better play. Blake Peary, really tough for me between Goff and Geno. I think both have good games. I'm going to go Goff on this one. But I'm going to put this one out there to the group as well. Let's do a quick poll. Smiley face Jared Goff, crying face Geno Smith. Who has the better fantasy day? Vote now. Smiley face Goff. Let's see if it starts. Smiley face Goff, crying face Geno. Smiley face Goff, crying face Geno Smith. Who has the better game? Critics happen, I'd go DK Metcalf. Smiley face Goff, crying face Geno Smith. Who's going to have the better game tomorrow? I'm leaning towards Jared Goff. Smiley face Goff, crying face Geno Smith. Who has the better game? Curious to know what you guys think. We're putting this poll out there. We'll do some polls during our pregame show tomorrow as well. That way we can kind of get a feel of the audience and our million-dollar questions. Smiley face Jared Goff, crying face Geno Smith. Who has the better fantasy day? Ron, Kelsey's playing. Dalvin Cook or Drake London. I'll go Dalvin Cook, actually. Smiley face Geno Smith, crying face Jared Goff. Or sorry, I flipped those. Smiley face Goff, crying face Geno. Looks like Goff's going to be the easy winner for everybody. Rich Anthony, I go Flowers. Rich Anthony, I go Flowers over Cash Money. I would go with Sutton. Cash Money, I'd go Sutton. Leanne, I'm going to lean towards Freiermuth. This has been a question a bunch of people have put up there. I'm worried that Gesicki eats into Hunter Henry's production a little bit. So, Leanne, I'd go Freiermuth. Appreciate all those who support the show. Like Recop, hope your Raiders do well tomorrow, but I don't think they will, sorry. Brock Purdy or Daniel Jones in a 14-man league. I definitely go Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy. I'd actually go Brock Purdy even over Geno. I like both of them, but I think Brock Purdy's the safer play, believe it or not. One player prop bet that I really like tomorrow will probably be in that newsletter that we're giving out is Brock Purdy over 1.5 passing touchdowns. If you want player prop bets that I like and my favorite bets of the day, go sign up for our newsletter at buttfumblesports.com. Buttfumblesports.com, that's going to be our website. You can go sign up for the free newsletter. That is our website. And that newsletter will be in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow with our favorite bets, our favorite player prop bets, and our DFS lineup. Tucker, I'd go with A.J. Dillon, Tucker. A.J. Dillon over James Conner. Brent, between Dobbs, Cooper, Shaheed, Moss, or Dalvin Cook, you only need one. I'd go Amari Cooper. I'd wait to see if he's healthy. If he's not healthy enough, it's Shaheed. Zach Moss is the only other player that I'm considering out of that group. Potato, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Potato, I'd go Lamar Jackson. If you guys want me to answer your question, all you gotta do is give a little gift. It makes it easier for me to find I answer those right away. So like Tucker, I answered his question. I always try to prioritize those. So if there are those who are a little bit frustrated, that's why I prioritize those questions. The league is full. We all good? Yeah, we are. Let's get started on this draft. I'm going to set up this draft right now. This is going to be a 30 seconds. We'll randomize the draft order. And we will set the draft for 9:20, everybody. 8:40. 8:40 is when we'll set this draft for. So we're drafting this in 4 minutes, everybody. 4 minutes. Less than that. Think I'd flex London. I'm not crazy about him this week. Tough matchup against Alexander. Tucker, we did a fantasy football league. We're going to actually draft another league after this. If you want to be a part of it, just DM me on Instagram. The Lathian boys, I'm going to lean towards A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon just slightly. Too sick, I'd go David Montgomery. Patrick Sinclair, I'd go Jamal Williams. Mimi, I'd go Burrow. Mark A. Jones, thanks for the gift. Thanks so much for the gift, by the way, Jonathan. Mark A. Jones, thanks for supporting the show. Mark A. Jones, I'd go Zach Moss. Zach Moss over Herbert, Mark A. Jones. Apples, I'd go, between Lockett and Michael Thomas, it's close. I'm leaning towards Michael Thomas. Joe McBride, let me go find your question, Joe McBride. I know a bunch of you guys just gave a gift. Those icons will show up next to your name. When they do, I'll go find it. Jonathan Cooper, want to find yours as well. Joe McBride, where's this question? Joe McBride, put up your question one more time for me because I'm trying to find it and it's probably too far back in the group. Zach Moss, Kyron Williams, or Jamal Williams. Enrique, I'd go Jamal Williams. Jackson, I'd go Ridley. Nick, I'd go Debo. Catherine's, I'd go Damian Pierce. Cole, I'd go Kirk. Red Dog, go Bills. They're going to win tomorrow. Benny, I'd go Derek Carr. Mitchell, what's happening? Casey, I'd go Zach Moss and Bijan. User 29, I'd go Gibbs and I'd go Kelly. Gibbs and Kelly. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Leanne, thanks so much for the support. Knees, I'd go Jordan Love. This draft is going to start, by the way, in almost a minute. So this draft that we're doing is in almost a minute. Bob Supreme, sorry, yeah, you're not getting the pick you wanted there. Joe McBride, where the hell is your question? Because I keep looking for it. Leanne, I'd go with the Bills. Leanne, I'd go with the Bills defense. Joe McBride, I want to find your question, man, because you're being such a good viewer, and I feel terrible that right now I can't find your question. It's bothering me. Like, Joe McBride, I want you seeing this right now. I'm literally looking all over for your question right now. I'm going way back. Where is this? Forgive me, guys. I really want to back up what I'm saying, because, like, if you guys are supporting the show, I want to say thank you by answering your freaking question. Like, where the hell is it? Joe McBride. Okay, I literally see that. Where is it? Wow. I literally can't find it, Joe. All right. Let's start this draft, everybody. Evans or Keenan Allen? Fear, I'd go Keenan Allen. A.J. Kramer, I'm going to go David Montgomery. Aljo, Dion Rice, I'm going to lean towards Travis Etienne, especially if it's a PPR. Lane, I'd go Mike Williams. User 0976. You traded Higgins and Zeke for Eckler. I love that deal. Good job. Cole, I'd lean towards Jerry Jeudy. I know Elijah Moore has value if Amari Cooper doesn't play, but you don't know. User 86. Did you win last week? In which league? We actually did incredibly well. Last week, I was in 17 leagues. I'm in even more leagues now because we've added more. In 17 leagues, I'm currently leading in 14 of them. As in, I won my week in 14 of them. I shouldn't say leading because I don't know if I scored the most points. But I won 14 of the 17 leagues I'm in. So, not bad. Isaac, do I trade Kupp for Hurts? I have Daniel Jones and Love. Personally, I think so. I'd rather have Hurts more than anybody else you just named. Zach Moss, Robinson, and Montgomery. Workers having fun. Really like the running backs you have this week, but David Montgomery's my favorite. Simon DeChipmunk, I'd go with Lockett. Simon DeChipmunk, I'd go Lockett. New True, I'd go DJ Moore. New True, I'd go DJ Moore. JC, I'd go Rashad White. JC Dro Ewan, I'd go Rashad White. Joanne, I'd go DJ Moore. Joanne, I'd go DJ Moore over Joshua Kelly. Dylan or Drake London, I'm going to go A.J. Dillon on that one. Nico or Puka. Wow, I don't like either one of them. I'm probably leaning, I think, towards Nico, believe it or not. No, I don't mean that. I don't know. That's a brutal one. I don't like either one of them. I wouldn't want either one of them, to be honest. I would seriously look for other options. Don't like it at all. Okay. Pacheco or Kyron Williams. DJ Midget, I'd go Pacheco. Dylan, OBJ or Romeo Dobbs. I'm going to lean slightly towards OBJ. I don't feel great about that, but I'm going to lean slightly towards OBJ. Should I trade Kupp for Kamara? No, I don't know if I do that deal. It's pretty close. Mid, should I... You know what? Jay, the answer is yes, actually. Let me take a step back. The answer is yes, because Kamara's not coming off an injury. Kamara's coming off a suspension, so he should be healthy to go. This rest actually might be good for his production. Cooper Kupp's coming off an injury, so actually, Jay, I thought for a second about who they are as players, but I got to remember the context of it, and the truth of the matter is, no, I think I'd rather have Alvin Kamara if I have them the same length of time. So I'm going to go in that direction on that one. Dingle, Kelly, James Cook, or Mike Williams. I'm going to go Mike Williams. Jake Ryan, I'd go Gabe Davis. User 9311, I'd go Moss. User 9311, I'd go Moss. Ben 39, I think Amari Cooper, and again, like I've been recommending to people, I'd go pick up Rashid Shaheed, or whatever it is, on the waiver wire. That way you can use him as the substitute if Amari Cooper is ruled out, since there are 2 Monday night games. Midge, should I trade Devontae for CD Lamb? Yes, I would. Jason760. I'm going to lean towards Trevor Lawrence, just barely. Ben, I'm going to go Chris Godwin. Ben Hildebrand, I'd go Chris Godwin. Colin Rowe, what tight end is your favorite this week? When Travis Kelce plays, he's got to be my number one. You just got to believe in that connection with Mahomes. Javier, DJ Moore or Puka? Javier, that's an obvious one. It's DJ Moore. DJ Moore. Robert P. Amari Cooper would be the play. Again, got to have a safety valve. I'd make it Shaheed. And Cam, watching on YouTube, I'm starting Jamal Williams over Montgomery only because Williams is playing the Panthers. That's exactly right. Better matchup, but actually that's not the real reason. It's the other running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, is going to take touches away from David Montgomery. Jamal Williams isn't in that position, so I actually think Jamal Williams is the better play because he's going to get so many opportunities. Patrick VC, thanks for supporting the show. Do I drop London and pick up Flowers as fast as you can? Is Zay Flowers available in your league? How? Absolutely. Zay Flowers is a must-own in your league, and at this point, it's hard not to start him. There are very few players that are going to be better than him. There are a couple, but he's pretty high up there. Hat, Nakua or Bateman, I really don't like either one. Speaking of the Ravens receivers, I think Bateman's just the odd man out right now in that group. Drew, Damian Pierce or Javonte Williams. Drew, I'd go Damian Pierce. It's Sarek 15. I'm going to go with T. Higgins. It's Sarek 15. I'd go T. Higgins. Jesus or Jesus. I would go with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow over Deshaun Watson. User 4076. I'd go Najee Harris. Noah McCarthy. I'd go DJ Moore. If you guys are enjoying the show, if you guys love talking sports every day, fantasy football, sports betting, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. We are live every single day. There will not be one day of 2023 when I'm not live. So make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you're a member of this amazing community because we're live every single day, answering your questions, talking sports, helping you out with your sports bets. I've worked in sports media my entire career at Fox Sports, CBS Sports, ESPN, Jim Rome, other places. I just love talking sports. I decided to start my own company, Butt Fumble Sports. That's what I do for a living. I just talk sports for a living. If you guys love the content, make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss a show. You never miss the opportunity to see our videos. We have a team of people. If you guys want to create content, by the way, we give you guys the opportunity. So if you guys ever want to create content, get off the sidelines and into the game, talk sports, talk fantasy football, want to write content, produce content, I made a network so people like you could actually be a part of sports media. That's why I created Butt Fumble Sports. If you ever want to reach out, you can reach out to on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me if you want to work for us, if you want to work with us, if you just want to talk to us about how we can make our show, make our content better. That's what we're about. We have merchandise on our website. We have a newsletter that drops every Sunday morning with our favorite bets, our favorite DFS plays, our favorite prop plays. If you guys are about our network, make sure you follow us. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you guys are getting a live view of us doing this draft. If you guys are watching on TikTok, I try to prioritize questions usually a little bit more on TikTok just because there's so many of you guys watching. But that said, we just love talking sports with you guys. We hope you guys enjoy the content as well. Hope you guys are following no matter the platform. Let's get back to answering some of your questions. Aaron, Zach Moss, Antonio Gibson. Aaron, that's an easy one. It's Zach Moss for me. User 1466. I'd go Zay Flowers. Or, sorry, that was Chris Godwin. It's very close for me. I think I'd lean slightly towards Chris Godwin, actually. Let me take that back. Forgive me. Recop, I'd go Jamal Williams. Recop, I'd go Jamal Williams. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. I prioritize those questions. Obviously, it's just, if you guys are willing to contribute to the show, obviously I want to focus on those. Kyle asks, DJ Moore or Zay Flowers? I'd go DJ Moore just barely. Rob Ropon, I'd go Jamal Williams. Rob Ropon, I'd go Jamal Williams. If you know, you know. I'd go Mike Williams just barely over Waddle, but it's very close. The real Caleb Bradley, a suggestion trade for Garrett Wilson. I mentioned this before. See if Saquon's available. See if Tony Pollard's available. If they're not, maybe Ramondre Stevenson is in that next tier of running back that may be an upgrade. If you're looking at wide receiver, could you get Chris Olave? Probably not. But I put out some feelers right now. See who's willing to deal. Geronimo, I'd lean towards Zay Flowers because of the Amari Cooper injury. Josh, I'd go with Breece Hall over Judy just barely. Javi, Javi, I think it's Javi. I'd go Hunter Henry. Corey Brandenburg, thanks so much for supporting the show. I'd go Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders. Appreciate all those who are watching. Patrick VC, do I worry about Madison? Yes, I do. We already knew that this offensive line of the Vikings was not good from a run standpoint. And I just think that now that Jordan Addison is proving that he was a great pick as that second wide receiver, TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, the Vikings know where their bread is buttered, and they're going to go to it more and more since Madison just doesn't have the talent. Luke P. Dalvin Cook or Tony, very tough for me. I'm going to lean towards Dalvin Cook just because I got to see it from Tony. I got to see him make a catch before I can believe in him again. Dimitri Bardis, I'd go Mike Evans. Hayden Nelson. Ooh, Hayden Nelson. That's a brutal question. I almost want to say Jalen Warren. Tyler, I would go with Terry McLaurin. Sit the 49ers defense. No. Matthew Stafford's going to throw a pick tomorrow. No. Matthew Stafford's going to throw a pick. Matthew Stafford's going to get sacked. No, I'm playing the 49ers defense tomorrow. No. Let's not get crazy over here. I'd definitely stick with what we're doing. I would not change that up. No, 49ers defense. Kingston, Adams, and Barkley for Mixon and Jamar. I would do that. No. I like the deal, but I don't like the deal. Here's the thinking. I don't want to be that loaded on the Bengals offense, I think. I kind of like it, but I'm not that crazy about it. I love getting Jamar Chase. I love being able to do that. But other than that, doesn't feel great, does it? So I'm a little bit on the fence. I'll definitely say that. So, little cautious to say the least. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. Spencer, thanks for supporting the show. Spencer, if Aaron Jones is out, I'll go A.J. Dillon, but really I feel better about David Montgomery overall. More because I like the offensive line of the Lions more. I know that Decker's out, but if Aaron Jones is out, you got to go Dillon. He'll be the RB1. Montgomery's going to have some of his touches taken away in kind of the aftermath of Jahmyr Gibbs getting more. Jokers, I would lean towards Jokers. If you're in a PPR league, I'll say Joshua Kelly. Otherwise, Dameon Pierce. Drewski, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Will Murphy. Kittle for Goddard, and I don't think so, actually. I think I'd rather have Kittle. I don't know if Kelly's value long-term is there. Jacob, Christian Kirk or Brian Robinson? It's a great question. I'm personally leaning slightly towards Christian Kirk. Here's the problem. I think Brian Robinson gets the touchdown, so I'm going to lean slightly towards Christian Kirk, but it's very close. Javonte Williams or Allen Robinson? I'm going Javonte Williams. I have no faith in Allen Robinson. Kenneth Walker III or Ramondre Stevenson? I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Learning my calling, I would go with the Dallas defense on that one. I trust that the Dallas defense will just tee off against Zach Wilson. Start Geno Smith or Jared Goff? We even did a poll about this earlier in the night. I would go with Jared Goff, just barely. Jared Goff. Appreciate all those who are watching, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. ColeBean21 watching on Twitch. I'd go with Damian Pierce. ColeBean21 on Twitch. I'd go with Damian Pierce. No matter the platform you're watching on, we're here to answer your questions. Austin, I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards... No, I got to go Kyle Pitts. I got to be disappointed by him once again. The real danger here is I think Mike Gesicki, like I've been mentioning, could eat into the production of Hunter Henry. So I'll go with Kyle Pitts. Rob, I'm thinking the same thing for your question about Freiermuth and Hunter Henry. I'd go with Freiermuth. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Everybody, make sure you're a part of this amazing community. We are live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Adam, I would go with Justin Fields. Adam, I'd go Justin Fields over Goff. Hold out on Amari Cooper injury news. I'd go with Gabe Davis. I think I'd go Gabe Davis over Zach Moss. Brent, I'm having an amazing day, Brent. Having an amazing day. You also DM'd. I got you. Appreciate you guys hitting me up. If you guys, I see what you wrote, Brett. If you guys ever want to contribute to the network, we're here for it. We are a network of sports fans. I wanted to let sports fans have the opportunity to work in sports media like I have. I've been lucky enough to work at ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS Sports, produce fantasy football shows, produce sports betting shows, literally create shows in the programming and content development departments. So I wanted to give you guys that exact same opportunity to be a part of a sports media company. So if you guys want to get off the sidelines and into the game, I am here for it. Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. We create content. We have a team of editors. So if you want to write content, we put it on our website. If you want to create videos, we can put them up on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We put out videos all the time. So as much as I love answering your questions, because that's what I do for a living, I'm also more than happy to help you guys out, live out maybe one of your dreams talking sports. L7A, Tua or Burrow. I'd go with Burrow, and I'd go with Godwin. Burrow and Godwin would be the two players that I go with. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. Unknown, I'd go with DJ Moore. Unknown, I'd go DJ Moore over Zay Flowers. Jersey Man, Rashad White or James Conner. Jersey Man, I'd go Rashad White. Nate, I would go with, if it's Zay Flowers, Nate, I'd go Zay Flowers. If that's Zay Jones, I'd go George Pickens. Forgive me. Alan J, I'd go with Pat Freiermuth. Alan J 92, I'd go Pat Freiermuth. John Dew, I'd go Terry McLaurin. John Dew, I'd go Terry McLaurin. Ryan Chin, 35, I'd go Mike Williams. Ryan Chin, 35, I'd go Mike Williams. Yam ZZ, 23, I'd go Zay Flowers. Yam ZZ, 23, I'd go Zay Flowers. D-Clan McCready. D-Clan McCready, I would go with... Yeah, I like Kelly starting. I like DJ Moore at the flex. I like Jared Goff more than Deshaun Watson personally. Forever Mighty, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Rest of the season, Romeo Dobbs. Pro Fight 19, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Pro Fight 19, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Recop. I'd go Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers would be the one out of that group. Brent, I'd go Zach Moss. Zach Moss and Jamal Williams. Yep. Mark Raymond, I'd go Christian Kirk. Mark Raymond, I'd go Christian Kirk. Nick 16, I'd go DJ Moore. TSK, I'll go with Joe Burrow. It's Scriff. T-Scriff. I don't know how to pronounce it, so. Joe Burrow, though. P, I'd go with Trevor Lawrence. Appreciate all of you guys sharing the channel. Appreciate you letting others know about it. Again, if you know a sports fan that would love to talk sports, maybe you should hit them up. Let them know that Butt Fumble Sports exists. Share the channel. If it's your kid, if it's your brother-in-law, if it's your friend, your coworker, we're just here to let sports fans talk sports. So if there's a sports fan in your world who just loves talking sports and you're like, man, he should be on the radio, or he'd be really good talking sports, or I think he should write something. I created a network to literally give you guys that opportunity. So if you love talking sports and you just want to do it in your fun, free time, we'll give you that opportunity to reach other sports fans. You can tell there are sports fans watching right now. Great opportunity for you guys. Yeah, I love the interaction about the last name, Screef. Screef, yeah, got it. DJ FK, I would go with T. Higgins. T. Higgins. Colin Thies, I'd go Kelly. Colin Thies, I'd go with Kelly. Patrick VC, I'd go David Montgomery. Patrick VC, I'd go David Montgomery. Brandon Canberra, I'd go DJ Moore. User 57, I'd go... I think I'd rather still have A.J. Brown. I know that he's been struggling the first 2 weeks. I think that's based on the matchup. I still think A.J. Brown is going to end up with better stats from this point on than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Juju or Lockett. Chitter 58, I'd go with Lockett. James Cook Wilson. Rohan, I'd go with Wilson. Forgive me just making my pick in this draft that we're doing right now. We are live right now on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick, answering your fantasy questions. We're literally doing a draft right now. If you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, you can watch that on the screen right now. YamZZ23, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Jokers, I'd go Justin Fields. Unknown, I'd go Patrick Mahomes. Colin Thies, I'm leaning towards Miles Sanders. Do I trust Goff this year? Yes, I do. Con Lan B, I'd go Zay Flowers. Ethan Moore, I'd go Jerry Jeudy. Nick 16, I'd go Miles Sanders. Stu Dapp, I'd go Michael Pittman, believe it or not. Michael Pittman over Garrett Wilson. Jacob Mathis, I'm leaning towards David Montgomery, I think, over Joshua Kelly. If it's a PPR league, it might make me consider Kelly a little bit more, but I still think I'd rather have Montgomery. I trust the offense of the Lions more. I can't believe that sentence came out of my mouth, but I trust them more, and the matchup against the Seahawks, I feel better about that. DeWall, I'd go with Cortland Sutton. DeWall, I'd go Sutton over London. Start Montgomery or Kelly? Same question. Let's put it out there. I'm going to put it out there to you guys. Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Joshua Kelly. Which player do you want? I'm going to start the poll in a second. Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Josh Kelly. Let's start that poll, okay? Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Josh Kelly. What do you guys think out there? We have 150 viewers right now. What do you guys think? Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Josh Kelly. Doing a poll. What do our 165 viewers think? Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Josh Kelly. Really tight. Tells me a lot. Smiley face Montgomery, crying face Kelly. Who gets more fantasy points? The 167 people that are watching, make sure your vote's in there. Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Josh Kelly. Who gets more fantasy points tomorrow? What a tight vote. Final seconds of it. Make sure you vote. Smiley face David Montgomery, crying face Joshua Kelly. Who do you guys think is going to get more fantasy points tomorrow? Very, very close. Wow, dead heat. Who's going to make the difference? David Montgomery, smiley face, crying face Joshua Kelly. Wow, Joshua Kelly comes in at the last minute. Tells you how close this one's going to be. I'm leaning towards David Montgomery, but I can certainly see it if it's a PPR league. Yes, I think probably Kelly might be the better play in a PPR capacity, but boy, is that close. That was as close a vote as we've had. That was awesome. Tony B. I'd go Terry McLaurin, I think. I don't really mean that, Tony B. It's close. Both matchups are brutal, Tony B. The question Tony B has most, McLaurin or Kyron Williams. Both just have brutal matchups. I'm not really crazy about either one of them, if I'm being honest. I lean slightly towards Terry McLaurin, even with the Patrick Surtain the second matchup. But again, I just don't feel great about that. That feels really tough. Yeah, I'm going to lean towards McLaurin. Doesn't feel good, though. Zach Haynes, I'm going to go with Freiermuth. I think that's the safer play. Sage546, thoughts on Jonathan Taylor? You just got to wait. If you have him now, just hold on. He'll be back in week 5, I think. What do you do with Madison? Man, what can you do? I'm not big on him. I think he's going to be a sit most of the year. That's one of the reasons I avoided him in drafts, so I'm not big on him. Paul G, I'd go Cortland Sutton. By the way, if you guys want our favorite bets of NFL's Week 2, our favorite player prop bets, our DFS lineup, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for our free newsletter. That will come out at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Again, our favorite NFL game picks, total plays, player prop bets, and the DFS lineup. I'll put it all into a newsletter. We have our pregame show at like 10 a.m., but I want to give out those picks early in the morning so you can bet them immediately. All of those will be in our newsletter. Go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for that free newsletter. It will be in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Favorite NFL bets, player prop bets, DFS lineup. That's buttfumblesports.com, the name of my company, buttfumblesports.com. The free newsletter comes out at 6. Make sure you guys sign up today. Absolutely free. Rigsy, I'd go with Jared Goff over Daniel Jones. Again, our show tomorrow will be at 10 a.m. We'll have a 3-hour show tomorrow, 10 a.m., taking you right up until kickoff. Miguel, I'd lean slightly towards Ramondre Stevenson, just barely. Who to trade Waddle for? Oh, why are you trading Waddle? I wouldn't. I think Waddle's a player to have. Kyle, CZ, I'm going to lean slightly towards Pacheco, but not by much. Vince Ochoa 7. I'd go DK Metcalf. Jake Servine. I'm flipping on this one. Oh, someone else asked Kyron Williams or Terry McLaurin. This one's Brian Robinson. I'm going to go Brian Robinson over Terry McLaurin. B-Dub, I'd go Zay Flowers. Jeremy Braun, I'd go Saquon Barkley tomorrow. I think. It's close, though. I think both are going to have massive games. Tyler Mann, thanks so much. Thanks for hitting us up with that gift. I forgot that our live goal is a different thing tonight. Otherwise, we usually have the flowers. Anthony, I'd go Dotson. Anthony Vinea, I'd go Dotson. Oh, thanks so much, Jacob. Yay. Confetti. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Tyler Mann, I'd go with Michael Thomas. User 89, I'd go DK Metcalf. Double D, I'd go Joe Burrow. Kyle Paredes, I'd go with Jamal Williams. Lincoln, I'd go with Godwin. Even with Aaron Jones out, I think I'd go Godwin. Give me 1 second to make this last pick of the draft. We just did a fantasy draft. If you guys want to be a part of a fantasy football league and compete against us, $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. You heard that correct. $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. Thanks to Rival Fantasy, who sponsors our show. Butt Fumble Sports is daily show. We're live every day. Rival Fantasy is sponsoring that, so because of that, $250 prize pool, $0 buy-in. If you guys want to be a part of a league, DM me on Instagram right now, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll hit you guys up with a link the moment we're done with this draft. We have about 7 picks left. The moment we're done, we'll just start another league. So if you guys want to be a part of it, make sure you hit us up. DM me on Instagram, and we will share that link with you guys. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Nav is baby 213. What are my thoughts on Rachaad White for the rest of the season? Not high on him the rest of the season, but I do like him this week. Fox Rider 900, I'd go Dameon Pierce. Fox Rider 900, I'd go Dameon Pierce. Jokers, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Ruben Villanueva, should I trade Jahmyr Gibbs? No, I'd keep him. His value is just now emerging, so no, I certainly wouldn't move on from him yet. Recap, you DM'd me. I'll make sure I hit you up with a link. Once this draft is over, we're going to start another fantasy football league. We just finished, so we're going to go to it. Let's start another league, everybody. If you guys want to compete against Butt Fumble Sports, this league is going to go for the rest of the season, starting in week 3. But if you guys want to be a part of this fantasy football league, just DM me on Instagram right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, the name of my company. DM me on Instagram. I'll share the link with you guys right now. Ethan Moore, you just got a link, buddy. Monkey, what's happening? You just got a link. Anthony, guess what you got? You got a link. Tony, what's happening? Once we fill up the 9 spots in the league, obviously I'm already in there. Once we fill up the league, we'll draft and we'll just do this all night. I can literally do this all night with you guys. I have no problem starting as many fantasy leagues as you guys want. Vince Ochoa, guess what you got? You got a link, buddy. Appreciate all you guys being with us. We'll get back to answering your fantasy questions in 1 second. Just got a bunch of people who are hitting me up about that league. Sharing that link now with a bunch of you guys. Drew, what's up? You just got a link. Josh, Frederick, if you missed that on the last one, there you go. Appreciate all those who are asking to join the league. I'm sharing it with you now. Just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and I will share the link with you guys. And once we fill up this league, we will start this draft. DM me, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. McCade, Tutu or Zay Jones, I really don't like either one. I'd look to the waiver wire and get someone better. Zach Moss or Shaheed, I'd go with Zach Moss. He's the better play tomorrow. Giants defense, Bob. I think Rod Jr., I think Bob's leading you in the right direction. Bob, good pick. Good job, Bob. Zuna, I'd go Terry McLaurin, I think, just barely over Jerry Jeudy. Risk Taker, what's good? You just got a link. If you guys want to be a part of this fantasy football league, just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. There are 6 spots left. 6 spots left. 30. I'd rather have Stevenson in the PPR league tomorrow, actually. I think I'd rather have Stevenson more than Kelly. It's because of the matchup. The Titans are a better run defense than the Miami Dolphins. Vault Boy Zealot in an 8-man league. Drop Pacheco, London, or B. Cooks. I drop B. Cooks. I drop Brandon Cooks. Owens asking about Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, or Josh Kelly. I'm going to lean towards Josh Kelly on that one with Breece Hall number 2. If you guys want to be a part of this fantasy football league, DM me on Instagram right now. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share the link with you guys. You can be a part of the draft. Make sure you're getting in on this draft if you want to be a part of this fantasy football league. The moment we fill up all 10 slots, we'll draft. Again, that's a $250 prize pool, $0 buy-in. $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. Anthony, I would go with Jamal Williams. Anthony, I'd go Jamal Williams over Joshua Kelly. Matthew, I would go with Christian Kirk. Matthew, I'd go Kirk over Algier and Zay Jones. 30, I'd go Derrick Henry. 30, I'd go with Derrick Henry. Owen, I'd go with Chris Godwin. Parker, I'd go with Christian Kirk. Parker, I'd go Christian Kirk. Chase Scott, Ayuk or White this week in the flex? Ayuk went off. Yes, I'd rather have Ayuk this week. I'd rather have Ayuk. Appreciate all of you guys supporting the show. Appreciate all of you guys hitting me up on Instagram who want to be a part of this league. And appreciate the support. If you guys love the content, if you love the channel, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. We're live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Cody, what are your thoughts on Miles Sanders the rest of the season? I think he could end up being a little bit better than I first expected, just because he's more talented. I really don't like that offensive line of the Carolina Panthers, but he's playing so well. Appreciate all those who have joined the network over the last couple of days. If you are new to Butt Fumble Sports, we're live every single day talking fantasy football, sports betting, helping you guys out, by the way. I don't care if you're an expert or you're a noob. I will teach you guys about sports, sports betting, fantasy football. So if there's a term you don't know, if there are players you don't know, I'm here to help you guys out. This is a one-stop shop for everything. I love talking sports. I literally do it for a living. I've done it at the major media networks. So if you guys don't know something and you want to get a little smarter, or if you guys are smart about sports and you just want another person's opinion, I'm here for that as well. I like to think of myself as your corner man, helping you guys out win each round of either your fantasy football league or maybe your argument at the dinner table with everyone else. Appreciate all of those being with us. I'm going to answer all of your fantasy questions, so do not worry. Just giving some people the link so they can join the fantasy league. Drew Byrne. I'd rather go with Flowers right now. Yep, I'd rather go with Zay Flowers even over Sutton or Amari Cooper. Need a kicker? I drop P. Ryan. I wouldn't drop Mostert. I think Mostert has some value. So I wouldn't do that. Jalpan Ringwala, I'd go with DJ Moore. Jalpan, I'd go DJ Moore over Elijah Moore and Breece Hall. User 67, I'd go Dalvin Cook. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Only one spot left. Only one spot left for this league. So if you haven't claimed it, make sure you go over and claim that team. Only one spot left. Once we have all 10 spots filled, we'll draft. What app is the league on? Rival Fantasy. Rival Fantasy is one of the sponsors of our show. Because they sponsor the show, it is a $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. That is because they sponsor us. And so because of that, they get to play Hero. And it's a $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. All we have to do is compete all season long. Well, I was going to do that anyways, because I want to prove to you that I know fantasy better than you do. Keenan Allen or James Conner? I'm going with Keenan Allen. And by the way, we are now, I think I'm in over like 21, 22 leagues overall. But as of last week, I was in 17. I won week 1 in 14 of those 17 leagues. So it's been a very good start to the year for Butt Fumble Sports. Ryan, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Pollard for Jefferson and Stevenson. I think it's a very fair trade. I don't know if there's a winner in that deal. I think it's incredibly fair. I think that's as fair a trade involving stars as you could possibly get. Love that deal. One spot left in this fantasy league if you guys want to join it. Winter Jared. I'm going to lean towards Christian Kirk and Rashad White. Kirk and White. Keith Olivius. I'd go with Romeo Dobbs, I think, just barely. Just because he had a good week 1, I trust him a little bit more. Again, one spot left in this fantasy league. If you want to be a part of it, one spot left and then we're drafting. So get in. Just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram if you want to claim this team. A couple people saying it's not working. I don't know why. I've shared the same link with everybody and at least 8 other people have gotten in, so I don't quite know what to do. Let's see. Gabe Hernandez, I'd go with Jamal Williams. Gabe Hernandez, I'd go Jamal Williams. Oh, Anthony, you're in, and we're starting the draft. Let's go. Okay, let me set this up. We'll set it to 30 seconds. Save that. We're going to randomize the draft order. Boom, we've randomized. Anthony, you went from worst to first right there. Not bad. And we will set the draft time. Can we get it at 9:20? No, because it's a little late. So 9:25. So in 5 minutes, everybody. 5-minute warning here. We'll do this draft in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, everybody. By the way, sorry for those who didn't get in. We'll maybe do another one after this if there's enough demand. Vault Boy Zealot, I'd go with David Njoku. Vault Boy Zealot, I'd go with David Njoku. Appreciate all those who are watching, no matter the platform. Make sure you hit that follow button on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. Foreign concept. Should I trade Mike Thomas and Drake London for Madison? Oh my God, no. I hope that's a joke. Absolutely not. No way. Madison is a disaster right now. I don't like him at all. On the other side, I absolutely love Mike Thomas. I think he's healthy. Think he's going to have a great year with Derek Carr. Richie, pick 3. Kelly, Pollard, Walker, Jamal Williams. Richie, I'd go Jamal Williams, Tony Pollard, Joshua Kelly. Those would be the 3. Richie, it'd be Williams, Pollard, and Kelly. Appreciate all those who have joined the network. Apple user, it's probably Nico Collins, but I don't feel great about either one. I need a wide receiver to drop a running back. Which one? If I'm going to drop any running back out of that group, man, it's tough. I'm probably going to say James Conner. Guillermo Castile 923. I'd go with Joe Burrow. Oh, I would go with Godwin and Dillon. Oh, I'd go Godwin and Dillon. Hayden Hanscom. I'm going to lean slightly towards Pitts, I think, over Hunter Henry. I've seen this question earlier in the night, and the only reason I lean towards Pitts is I think Henry's production could be eaten into a little bit by Gesicki. If you guys are watching on Twitch, Kick, or on YouTube, feel free to fire away with your questions. Still here to answer those as well. Butt Fumble Sports is live every day on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Usually I prioritize the questions on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and those that contribute on TikTok. User 3563, I would go, oof. Between DJ Moore and Jahmyr Gibbs, it's a bit of a toss-up. I lean towards DJ Moore, but I don't feel great about it. Between Jahmyr Gibbs and DJ Moore, it's close. Klops. Pick 2. Klops, if I'm picking 2, I'm going to go Joshua Kelly, and I'll go Rachaad White, but it's very close. Username 4567. Would you trade Stevenson for Sanders and a 24? Yes, I would. That I would do because of the long-term value. About a minute and a half until we do this draft, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you're going to see this draft live, this fantasy football draft live on your screen. If you're watching on TikTok, we'll just keep answering your questions. Cody Edwards, Mostert or Breece Hall? I'm leaning slightly towards Mostert, maybe. I don't feel great about it, but I lean slightly in that direction. Old school ballers, Hall, Sutton, Dotson for the flex. On that one, I'm going to lean slightly towards Breece Hall, I think, over Sutton, but it's very close. Fish, I would go with, if Aaron Jones doesn't play, Fish, I'd go A.J. Dillon. If Aaron Jones does play, I'd go Ayuk. Zach Teo, pick 2. I'd go Pittman and Algier. Pittman and Algier. 45 seconds until we start this draft, everybody. Jared Goldberg, thanks for supporting the show. Jared Goldberg, I'd go DJ Moore. DJ Moore, Jared. Joe Shiesty, should I drop Herbert to pick up Rashawn Johnson? The answer is both yes, and yet I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if like Herbert had the better day. I think they don't understand their backfield right now. It's hard for me to make a determination. I lean towards Johnson now, but I don't feel great about it. Yes, Rival Fantasy is the fantasy football platform that we're doing this draft on. They've sponsored the network, Butt Fumble Sports. So, fortunately, we get to have them support the channel, and therefore, $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. Not bad. Braylon, I'm going to lean towards Brian Robinson. Cody, what's up? Cody, great to see you on Kick. Yep, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, we're live on every single platform. The way we do prioritize it is those who contribute on TikTok and those who just watch on Kick, Twitch, or on YouTube. William, I'd go Jamal Williams, William, I'd go with Jamal Williams. Body cam upload. Body cam upload, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Kevin, who do I flex this week? I would lean slightly towards Joshua Kelly, Kevin. I'd go Joshua Kelly. Jacob, I'd go with Mixon. I think Mixon could have a better day than Walker. It's close, though. Joey G, I'd rather play Zach Moss. Joey G, I'd rather play Zach Moss. Emilio Montoya, I'd go Michael Thomas. Emilio Montoya, I'd go Michael Thomas. Vault Boy, I'd go Christian Kirk. Vault Boy, I'd go Christian Kirk. Eduardo, pick 2. Connor, Algier, Kelly in a PPR. I'd go Kelly. I'd go Connor. Kelly and Connor. Hey Jay, I'd go Justin Herbert. Jonah, I'd go Joshua Kelly, I think, especially in a PPR. Michael W, I'd go Jamal Williams. Jared Goldberg, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Jared Goldberg, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Thanks for supporting the show. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. Cody, how can I get in on a draft? You got to DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. If you guys want to do another league, I might consider one more. I would be willing to do one more. I want to watch this Colorado game at 10, so that would give us enough time probably. Maybe to do one more. We'll see. Chase, I'd go Javonte Williams, Chase. Lawin, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Ivan, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Yeah. No, I saw that the tackles for the Seahawks are out. That's one of the reasons I'm not high on Ken Walker. I actually like them more in the passing game. Chase Pattinson, I'd go with Chase Pattinson, Dak, or Russell Wilson. Man, that is a stumper. Let's make it a poll. I don't know, so let's ask the audience. Smiley face Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. Who would you go with tomorrow? Smiley face Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. We'll ask the audience. I don't know on this one. Smiley face Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. Who would you go with? Smiley face Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. Who would you guys go with tomorrow? Smiley face Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. Smiley face Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. Who would you guys go with tomorrow? Who's going to have a better fantasy day? Smiley face for Dak, crying face for Russell Wilson. Appreciate all of you being with us. Smiley face for Dak, crying face for Russell Wilson. Who's going to have the better fantasy day? I was leaning towards Dak, I think, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Smiley face towards Dak, crying face Russell Wilson. Very close. Final 10 seconds. Smiley face for Dak Prescott, crying face Russell Wilson. Prescott, smiley face, crying face Wilson. And it's Dak. You guys say Dak. Hooper, I'd go Breece Hall, I think. Yeah, tough Jets defense is right. Love these votes with you guys. Having so much fun doing these fantasy football drafts. You guys are just the best. Absolutely the best. Joker's got to drop one. Warren. Deontay Johnson? I'd do Deontay Johnson because he's injured. Against the Jets defense, Dak's going to pay for those short. I agree with you. I think Dak, he's going to throw a pick tomorrow. Kelby Andrews. By the way, Rich get Richard, I'm so with you. It is the Spider-Man meme. Kelby Andrews, I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Michael Thomas. It's very close. I think both have a good day. Oh, should I trade Kelly for Madison? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Vince, I would go with DJ Moore. Vince, I'd go DJ Moore over Moss. Con Lan B, I'd go Zay Flowers. Appreciate all of those who are watching the show, supporting the show. You guys are great. Andrew Wu, I'd go Mike Williams and David Montgomery. Andrew Wu, I'd go Mike Williams and David Montgomery. Brody, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Nelson Perez, I'd go with Pacheco. Nelson Perez, I'd go Pacheco. It's your boy Ali. I think Aaron Jones could still be out. He's traveling with the team, which means they're going to try it out, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's playing. I'm still not high on him. If you want to, by the way, even if he plays, I'm not high on him. He's going to be limited. So even if he plays, I don't think he's a good play. That's one of the reasons I think he's out, because I think he's not a good option. Whether he plays or not is irrelevant at this point. I just think actually he could be the worst possible scenario, which is you play him instead of someone who's going to get more touches. I'd rather have someone who's going to get 15 carries this game than someone who's going to get 5 carries, maybe 3 receptions, just not enough volume. That's what I'm thinking. Alec, Mooney, Kirk, or Pickens. I'd go with Christian Kirk 1, Pickens 2. E. Castro 955. I'd go with George Pickens. Nuna Biz. I'd go with George Pickens. Cam Newton in a standard league. I'd go DJ Moore. V Lone Z. I'd go with Mike Williams. V Lone Z. I'd go Mike Williams. Josh Waldrop. Should I bench Michael Pittman? I'd rather have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Calvin Ridley. As much as I like Pittman tomorrow, I don't like him more than those 3. By the way, you're loaded at wide receiver. Great job. Trade CD for St. Brown. The only reason I do that deal is because I think Amon-Ra St. Brown does have injury probability over the course of the year. He's just a little bit more prone to it. But that said, I think they're pretty much the same. It's a fair trade. Dotson or Puka, I'd rather have Dotson. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're hitting that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. That way you never miss our show. We are live every single day. There will not be one day of this year that we're not live. So make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss a show. Tommy, I would go with Justin Jefferson. Jacob, I would go with Brandon Ayuk. James, I would go with Freiermuth. Art Blanco Romero, I would lean towards Anthony Richardson, believe it or not. I think Mark Andrews is the better play. User 700, I'd go Mark Andrews. It's your boy Ali, I'd go Jamal Williams. Kevin Karen, wide receiver 2 behind DK Metcalf. Who do I go with? Oh, Mike Williams for sure. Kevin, Mike Williams for sure. Trade Mostert for Herbert? Absolutely not. UB, don't do that. Breece Hall or Tank Bigsby or Jackson Smith-Njigba or Breece Hall. Breece Hall, probably 1. Joe Mixon 2. Canal, really tough here. Purdy or Goff? I'm going to lean slightly towards Purdy, I think. It's very close. Start CeeDee Lamb tomorrow, Chap Lord, I would. I am in my leagues that I have him. Connor Jermaine, Hayden Hurst. I don't trust Tony yet. Abhi 420. I would go with Najee Harris. MO310. I would go DJ Moore and Montgomery. MO310 or M0310. I'd go DJ Moore and David Montgomery. Jason Patrick. I'd go Pierce. I'd go White, and I'd go Kelly. Pierce, White, and Kelly. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. Brandon, keep Amari Cooper in or change for Kendrick Bourne or Judy. What I've been saying to people tonight is I would have Shaheed as my backup And that way, if Amari Cooper doesn't play, you'll know, 2 Monday night games, you'll be able to op him out. Or Elijah Moore would also be a good pickup. But if I had to go with either, it's tough because I'm not really crazy about Bourne or Judy as well. I feel like Amari Cooper, if he's healthy, is the best play. So really tough for me. Remy 1738. I'm going to lean slightly towards Jordan Love. I just don't trust Daniel Jones, even against the Arizona Cardinals defense. I just don't trust him. Farouz Tehran. I would go Dameon Pierce. Ethan, between James Conner and Algier, it's close. I'm going to lean towards James Conner, I think, but it's very tight. Zayu. Robert Woods going over 3.5 receptions tomorrow. You bet the over. I've got some. I want to do the research on this one. I've got this draft pick coming up, so I've got to be quick. But let's look at Robert Woods on over receptions. Let me check my fantasy. My pick's coming up, so I got to be careful here. The under is the better play. Zuya, the under is the better play according to the implied probability. So I'm not going to agree with you on that one. The under is the better play. Appreciate all of you guys being with us, no matter the platform you're watching on. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. We're live every single day. There is not a day I won't be live. So if you love the content, hit that follow button. If you're watching on Twitch, Kick, here for it. Bernie, I'd go with Garrett Wilson. And I'd go Brian Robinson. Garrett Wilson and Brian Robinson. Appreciate all those watching the show. Zeshaun Watson, great to see you again. I would go with Joshua Kelly out of that group. Just barely over Breece Hall. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure you hit that follow button. Connor, I'd go with Connor Jermaine. I'd go Hayden Hurst. Art Dealers. Replace Amari Cooper with Gabe Davis. I like Gabe Davis or Christian Kirk. I'm really high on both of them. I'll lean towards Gabe Davis just slightly, but it's close between Davis and Kirk. So I like your other options. JJ Buckets. JJ Buckets, I would go MVS. I don't trust Drake London tomorrow against Jair Alexander. Kay, thanks so much for following. Trade Addison and Watson in a package. If you do, you should be getting a great return, Ethan. Jace, is Rashad, Addison, and CeeDee Lamb a good trade for Justin Jefferson? I actually think you're giving up too much. Bench Christian Watson even if he plays. No, if he's healthy enough to go, I think I'd probably play him. Trade Justin Jefferson for CeeDee Lamb and Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes. Love that deal. Love that deal. K, I'm going to lean towards David Montgomery over Kelly. We asked that poll question a little earlier ago. Audience took Joshua Kelly in a very close vote. Bode Cox, I'd go Christian Kirk. 5-star Cole, I would go with Justin Fields. 5-star Cole, I'd go with Justin Fields. Luigi, I'd go Michael Thomas, Luigi. Gabriel, Patrick Mahomes over 25.5 rushing yards. Let's go look at that. If you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you'll be able to see the research that we do right now. We're going to look at rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes at the rushing yards. Over under 22.5. The trend suggests the under is not the better play. The over's the better play. Over 22.5 is the better play according to the trends. Patrick Mahomes over 22.5. Who would have thunk it? Wow. Love that. 22.5. The better play is the over. Did not expect that at all. Love it. Appreciate all those who are watching the show. No matter the platform, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day, Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, make sure you hit the follow button. Peace, Faith. I'm going to lean towards Brian Robinson over Lockett. It's very close, though. Louis Wissinger, I'd go with Justin Herbert. Ryan Casper, I'd go DJ Moore. Funk Man, I think I'd go Elijah Moore, especially if Amari Cooper isn't healthy. It's just, I think Jackson Smith-Njigba breaks out but doesn't get you enough. Joseph, I'd go with George Pickens. Mac Daddy, I'd go with Christian Kirk. Appreciate all of those who have shared the channel tonight, all of those who are sharing the channel. Mesmerize, I would go with Joshua Kelly. Mesmerize, I'd go Joshua Kelly over Puka. X Brandon, I would go with Freiermuth. Freiermuth over Hunter Henry and Higbee. Bernie, I mentioned this earlier, Garrett Wilson and Brian Robinson. Appreciate all those watching the show. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports. HGF1, I'd go Freiermuth, just a safer play. Levi, I'd go Olave and DJ Moore. Levi, Olave, and DJ Moore. Danny, I'd go DJ Moore. Mark, I'm going to say Romeo Dobbs. It's just a safer play. PG, Made Zahn, I'd go Amari Cooper. Just be careful about his status. Amari Cooper might not be healthy for Monday night. We've talked about some good backups to pick up. Elijah Moore, Shaheed. That way you have someone just in case Amari Cooper's out. Mike Williams or DJ Moore. I'm going to lean slightly towards DJ Moore. Jacob, I would go with Zay Flowers. Brian Longwell, I would go with Jamal Williams. Brecken, thanks so much for supporting the show, Brecken. You've been great. Rate Team, Herbert, Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, Diggs, Pittman, Smith, Tucker, Bills defense, half PPR, no tight end, Cup, Mostert. So you don't have a tight end? Don't you feel like you need to get a tight end? I mean, I love the team. It's a great team. It's probably a B+, but you need a tight end. Sutton, Bourne, I'd go Sutton. Higbee or Hurst, I'd go Hayden Hurst, JJ Buckets. Louis Wissinger, I'd go Gibbs. Roahan, 364. Roahan, 364, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Adro, I'd go Godwin. Godwin over Connor. Andy Williams, I'd go David Montgomery. Mike, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Jonathan Guillen, I'm going to lean slightly towards Mostert, believe it or not. Blake, I would go with Kelly in the Superflex. Kelly. Trey Wilson, great question. I'm going to lean towards Dameon Pierce, believe it or not. Zach, I would go with Njoku over Laporta. Josh G, I'd rather have Jerry Jeudy, I think, for the season. Caleb, I'm going to go with Zay Flowers over Debo, but it's very close. It's very close. I don't know if I agree with myself on that. That's a coin flip right there. Oh. I lean slightly towards Zay Flowers, but I don't feel great about it. It's very close. Appreciate all those who are watching the show, no matter the platform. Mesmerize got offered Olave and Freiermuth for Addison Puka. I'd rather have Olave and Freiermuth. Mesmerize, don't make that deal. Mesmerize, do not make that deal. Wouldn't do it. Would not do it. Appreciate all those who are watching. Make sure you're hitting that follow button, everybody. Jonin32, I'd go Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson over Breece Hall. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. We're live every single day. Bob Jeff Supreme watching on YouTube. Which should I start? I'd go with Jared Goff. I'd start Jared Goff, Bob Jeff Supreme. If you guys want to, we have our pregame show tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you want to make sure you don't miss it, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. So if you want to be a part of our show, watch our show, make sure you hit that follow button. We are live every single day. Tomorrow we're live at 10 a.m. We will be live for 3 hours tomorrow. So if you want to make sure you don't miss the show, hit that follow button. Subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on TikTok, hit the subscribe and follow button. Easy Beaner. I'm going to lean slightly towards Godwin. I like both of them a lot. I wish you could start both. Tired Timmy Thick, I'd go Flowers. Louis Wissinger, I'd go Kelly. Nathan, I'm going to lean slightly towards George Pickens. No, it's... Nathan, it's close. Nathan, it's really a coin flip for me. I'll go Pittman. He's got the better matchup. I'll go Pittman. It's very close, though. Callum Rockwell, I'd go Laporta. Jacob, I would go Freiermuth. Julian, I'd go Mike Evans. Dallas Ogburn, I'd go George Kittle. Vault Boy Zealot, Packers on the money line. I wouldn't touch that. Nope, I don't. If I were going anything, I'd probably take the Falcons on an alternative line like a +4.5. I think the Falcons have a good chance of covering +4.5. Leo 28, I go T. Higgins. Nathan, it's a coin flip for me, as I mentioned. I could go Pittman. I could go Pickens. I think both are going to put up similar numbers. Let's do another quick poll. Who thinks smiley face George Pickens, crying face Michael Pittman? Who has the bigger day? Smiley face Pickens, crying face Pittman. Smiley face Pickens, crying face Pittman. Smiley face Pickens, crying face Pittman. Crying face Pittman, smiley face Pickens. Smiley face Pickens, crying face Michael Pittman. Who has the better day? Who ultimately puts up more points? Appreciate everyone watching the show. Looks like Michael Pittman's the answer most people are giving out. Oh, 2 flex instead. That's cool. Smiley face Pickens, crying face Pittman. Looks like Michael Pittman's the answer from the crowd. Hayden, I'd go Njoku this week. Hayden, I'd go with Njoku. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and sign up for our free newsletter. That newsletter is free every single day. We are live every single day answering your fantasy football questions, but sign up for that free newsletter. That newsletter will drop at 6 a.m. tomorrow with our favorite NFL bets, player prop bets, and our DFS lineup. So if you want all of that in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. That's buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for the free newsletter. buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for the free newsletter. It'll be in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Joey, I'd go with Lockett. Finn, I'd go with Godwin. Finn Rollins, I'd go with Godwin. Dave Stombo, I'd go with Damian Pierce. It's your boy Ali, I'd go with Jamal. Oh, rest of the season I might still go Jamal Williams. I think Kenneth Gainwell might have just lost his job. David, I'd go with Patrick Mahomes. David, I still trust Patrick Mahomes. Jackson Cancel, I'd go Deebo Samuel, believe it or not. Dylan P, I'd go Joshua Kelly in your instance. Oliver Dorchuk, I'd go Najee Harris. Oliver Dorchuk, I'd go Najee Harris. Rosemer's Finest, I'd go Justin Fields. Robert, I might go Kincaid. It's very close for me. Appreciate all of you guys joining, no matter the platform. Whether you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We're live every single day. Make sure you never miss a show. So if you're watching right now on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. We're live every single day. Every single day we're live. Notification, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Notification, I'd go Lamar Jackson. That's why that frickin' happened. I hate the auto pick feature on this. Oh my god, it's the one thing that drives me crazy. I'm switching between screens so I can talk to you guys, and it just did my last 3 picks auto pick. I hate that. Colby Helms, I'd go Montgomery. Ethan, I would go with... I'd rather have Jamar Chase. Ethan, I'd rather have Jamar Chase. It's close, though. Jackson, I'd go Keenan Allen. Finn, I like Jordan Addison almost every week, but I got to check out the matchup before I start talking about it. Star Thrower, I go Christian Kirk. Crippler LLC, I go Pacheco. Chino 72, I go Breece Hall. Your Sister Bad, I go Amon-Ra St. Brown. Checo 20-0, I go... Oh, I don't know about that game. Sorry. Sorry about that. Appreciate all of those who just did this fantasy football draft with us. I'm going to give you guys one more opportunity. If you guys want to do a fantasy football draft with us, I'm going to give you guys one more chance to do so for tonight at least. One more time. I will start one more league tonight. If you guys want to be a part of it, it's going to be a 10-man PPR league. We're going to do one more league for everybody. Make sure you DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. If you want to do one more fantasy league with us, I'm going to share the link with those who asked about it. The moment we fill up the league, we will draft Brian Charlson. You're getting a link right now. 3x loading. You're getting a link right now. If you guys missed out on the link last time, on drafting last time, I'll send you guys another link. So appreciate you guys being so kind, saying how much you love the content. Really kind of you guys. Very, very nice of you. Make sure you hit the follow button. And if you guys love the content, make sure that you share the channel with other people. If you love the content, make sure you share it with others. So grateful for your support. Let others know about the network. That's how I grow as a company, is you guys just word of mouth, letting other people know. So make sure you share the channel, Butt Fumble Sports, with others. There's got to be a sports fan in your life that would benefit from our advice, or you just know would love our content. Make sure you share the channel. Really means a lot. If you're a loyal follower, that's something you can do. Notification, I go with Zay Flowers, just barely. Notification, Zay Flowers, just barely. Landon, Trevor Lawrence, Bijan, Etienne, CD, DK, Waller, DJ Moore, Cowboys D, Elliott. Love the team. Love the team. Think it's probably, you're a little overloaded on the Jaguars, but still think it's probably like an A-. It's a great team. Bailey Adams, between Moss, Dobbs, Burks, and Gabe Davis. I would go Gabe Davis and Moss, believe it or not. I'd double up on the Buffalo Bills, I think. It's very close between Dobbs and Moss. 5-10-10. I would start Mostert. Again, if you guys want to be a part of this fantasy football league, already 5 spots taken, 5 spots remaining. DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM us right now, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. And I will share the link with you guys. We're going to do a live draft. The moment we fill up all 10 spots, we're going to do this draft. So if you want to be a part, again, $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. $0 buy-in, $250 prize pool. Jaden, I'd go David Montgomery. David, I'd go Zay Flowers. Dominique, I'd go Breece Hall. Drago, I'd go Darnell Mooney. UEYX, I would go with Christian Kirk. Christopher, thoughts. Trevor Lawrence, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan, Olave, Garrett Wilson, Andrews, Eagles defense. Loaded team. Christopher, that's an A-, A+ team. That's a loaded team. Joseph Fiore, you want to be a part of the draft? Let's go, buddy. By the way, Joseph Fiore, I was just in Rome at Campo di Fiore, where the best pizza is. Amazing. Amazing. I already miss it. Ryan, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Trey Brown, I'm leaning towards Zay Flowers. Trenton Elliott, I'm leaning towards Keenan Allen, barely over Flowers. Frankie NJ, I would go with Christian Kirk. Gabe Lester, I'd go David Montgomery. Again, if you guys want to be a part of the league, just DM me on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share that link with you guys. 3 spots left. Only 3 spots left. So if you guys want to be a part of that league, make sure you DM me on Instagram right now. Only 3 spots left. By the way, for those who say it doesn't work, it's the link I've been sharing with everybody. Only 2 spots left. If you want to be a part of this league, make sure you DM us right now on Instagram. Only 1 spot left. 1 spot left in this league. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram. What if I don't have... Louis, the problem is I can't share the link through TikTok. It's the one problem I have. I can't share the link through TikTok. Because TikTok doesn't allow you to share links. Baller, Evans, Pierce, or Puka. Baller, I'd go Mike Evans. Mike Evans. We are almost done filling up this league. The moment we do, we'll draft. Best Dogos, or Doggos. I'd go with Christian Kirk. Barely over Sutton. Travis. Travis, I might do that deal. It's very close. Wilson for Kamara. It's pretty similar value, actually. I might go for it. Gabe Lester, I'm going to share you this link right now. You just got it, buddy. Only 1 spot left in the league. Next person to take it has us starting the draft. Trey Brown, I'm going to lean slightly towards Jordan Love. Brandon Rhea, I'd go Justin Fields. Cody, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs and Joshua Kelly. David Mitchell, 0860, I'd go DJ Moore. Travis Luttrell, as I mentioned, I think it's a great question. Tough for me to answer. Probably a good trade. Probably. White or Kelly, I'm leaning towards Joshua Kelly just barely, especially in a PPR. Okay, we've got enough people for this league to get underway. I am setting the draft order, randomizing it. We have randomized the draft order. We set the draft time. We will start this draft at 10 p.m. Eastern. So, 2 minutes and 20 seconds we'll start this draft. Dan Fisher, I'd go David Njoku. Dan Fisher, I'd go David Njoku. Jake, so appreciate your support. Mesmerized, Jake, I really appreciate your support. Appreciate all you guys watching the show. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit the follow button. That way you never miss a show. You never miss our content. We're live every single day answering your betting questions, your fantasy football questions. Obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of that tomorrow. We are live at 10 a.m. tomorrow, everybody. 10 a.m. is when we're going to be live. So if you love the content, you love the show, we are underway at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Make sure you're following. No matter the platform, we're going to be live on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. So make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're following us, and make sure you are live with us from 10 a.m. right up until kickoff. Colin, I'd go T. Higgins tomorrow. Colin, I'd go T. Higgins. User 38, I don't like either one of them, to be honest. Jacob Whittington, I would go with Jackson Smith and Jigba, actually. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Gonna get this draft underway. Guys, I think I'm gonna start this draft early, so get ready. We are underway in this draft. Kerry Randolph. I'd go with Jahmyr Gibbs, and I'd go Gibbs and Montgomery. I kind of like Gibbs and Dillon if Aaron Jones doesn't play. Kerry Randolph, I'd go Dillon if Aaron Jones doesn't play, but if he does, I'd go Gibbs and Montgomery. Isaiah Hutch, I'd go David Njoku. Chris Hudland, I'd go Jamal Williams. Travis Gresham, I'd go with Jared Goff. Graham, is Zach Moss a must-play? I don't know if he's a must-play. I think he's a really good play, but I think there are some other guys that I actually do prefer a little bit. Debo, Louis Wissinger, it's Debo Samuel. Come on, by a mile. Notification, I'd go Jordan Love. Jordan Love. Clyde 226Y. So appreciate you following, buddy. So appreciate the support you show us. Sorry, Gabe Lester, you missed out on this draft. Sorry about that. Just too many people joined. It's a good sign. Love the support. Big Ben 4657. Do I trade Lamar, Ayuk, and Waller for Love, Khalil Herbert, and Kelsey? I don't think so. I don't think you're getting enough value back. Phil 4, I would go with Joshua Kelly. Phil 4, I'd go Joshua Kelly. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following this network. We're live every single day. Make sure you follow and subscribe. Mason, I would go with Zach Moss. Mason, I'd go Zach Moss. Nick Ireland, I'd lean slightly, I think, towards Njoku, just barely over Hayden Hurst. Njoku, barely over Hayden Hurst. Appreciate all those who are with us. We're live every single day, giving you guys our fantasy football advice, our sports betting advice. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Hit that follow button if you do. Paul Rasheen, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Kerry Randolph, I'd go Justin Fields. Mitch, I'd go Jahmyr Gibbs. Easton, I'd go DJ Moore. Yeah, okay, Den. Do I trade Elijah Moore for P. Ryan? No. Notification, I'd go DJ Moore over Higgins. User 2585, I'd go Rashawn Johnson. Appreciate all those watching. Sean, Goff, or Lawrence this week. I'm going to lean slightly towards Lawrence, I think, but it's very close. Easton, DJ Moore was that play. Brecken, Herbert, McCaffrey, Jones, Brown, St. Brown, Everett, Amari Cooper, Bass, Philly defense, Connor, Kirk, Robinson, Flowers, Hurst. Great team. A- team. Liam Weiss, I'd go Jerry Jeudy. Corn Puddin', great to see you. I'd go Jamal Williams. That's crazy watching on Twitch. I would lean slightly towards Zay Flowers. Oh, you have Godwin too. Wow. No, that's crazy. I'd go Chris Godwin 1, Flowers 2, Michael Thomas 3. Too shaky. I like Zay. No. Too shaky. I don't like that trade. Too shaky 92. I don't like that trade. No. Johnny Paycheck, I'd go Gabe Davis. Rich Homie, I'd go Shaheed. Pittman, Puka, D-Hop, or Mike Williams. Oh, Mike Williams by a mile. Tony the Lakers fan, I'd go Jackson Smith and Jigba. Travis Gresham, I'd go Cortland Sutton. Preston, I'd go George Kittle. Raph, I'd go Justin Herbert. Appreciate all those who are supporting the show. Brent, I would go with Elijah Moore. Bella Craven, I'd go Justin Fields. Ben, I'd go David Montgomery. Hillbilly Spree, I'd go DJ Moore. Joe, I lean towards Brian Robinson, but I don't love it. It's very close. Very, very close. Greedy, I'd go with Pacheco. Ray Moore, I would go with Kelsey. Even over DJ Moore, I think. As much as I love DJ Moore, I can't bet against Kelsey ever. Ever. Daniel, I'm going to go with Hayden Hurst. Daniel Aguilar, I'd go Hayden Hurst. Aldo, I'd go with Zach Moss. Brecken, all my teams are B+ or A-. Yeah, all of them. You did a great job in your drafts. Brady Hausman, I'd go Damian Pierce, I think, just barely. Seth Key, I'd go Gabe Davis. Tabby Baby 23, I'd go DJ Moore. Lude Ferrigno, I'd go... Would I make the trade? If you need the wide receiver, it's easier to get a quarterback. Ben, I'm going to lean towards Christian Kirk. Ben, no I'm not. In a PPR, I'd still go Kelly. PPR, I'd go Kelly, Ben. Ben, we answered that. Patrick Moore, I'd go Jamal Williams. I'd sit Najee. Shiv Shugeth, Amari Cooper may not play, so that kind of answers it for you right there. Johnny Paycheck, very close. I trust Michael Thomas more. I think they're both going to have good days, Johnny Paycheck. I really want to say Gabe Davis, but I think Michael Thomas is the safer play. So if you're looking for the higher ceiling, it's Gabe Davis. If you're looking for the higher floor, it's Michael Thomas. The advice I usually give out is the higher floor. Usually I want to give you guys the safe play, not necessarily the home run. Because if I give you guys a bunch of singles, you'll probably win. If I give you one home run and a bunch of strikeouts, you'll probably lose. Snill, I'd go Zay Flowers and I'd go Joshua Kelly. Gabe Lester, I'd go DJ Moore. And Gabe Lester, sorry you didn't get in on this league, buddy. Goofy Gibb, I would go with Jahan Dotson. Goofy Gibb, I'd go Jahan Dotson. Hey man. Full PPR, do I replace Amari Cooper? If you replace him, Elijah Moore. But you'll know if he's not playing, because Elijah Moore is in that same game. Johnny Paychecks, I'd go Giants defense. Frankie, who should I start for my flex? I'd go DJ Moore. Frankie, I'd start DJ Moore. Triss, I'd go Mike Evans, Triss. Connor Donaldson, I'd go... I think I go Najee Connor. It's very close between Najee and James Conner. Fabio Lozano, I'd go DJ Moore. David Villarreal, I would go Zach Moss. I'm butchering that name, sorry. Carson G, thanks for the gift. Carson G, I'm going to go with Pacheco, just barely. User 59, I'm going to go with Zach Moss on that one, though. Notification, rest of the season, I probably go Koo. Reese DeMann, I'm going to go A.J. Dillon if Aaron Jones doesn't play. Too much for the bullshit, I'd go DJ Moore. Reed Johnson, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Ben, I'd start Christian Kirk. Sorry, just making my pick right now for this draft. User 2169. I'm going to lean towards Michael Thomas, just barely over Christian Kirk. Brady between Derrick Henry and Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, man. Very, very close. I'm going to say Jahmyr Gibbs, but I don't feel good about it. Brady, I don't know if I take my own advice on that one. Hard for me to bet against Derrick Henry, but that's what I'm going to say. Zay Ramos. If Aaron Jones is out, I'd go A.J. Dillon. Otherwise, I think... I think I still go Bijan Robinson, actually. Zay Ramos, I think I still go Bijan. Drew, should I trade Henry and Wilson for Eckler? I don't know if you're getting enough value back in exchange. Giants fan. I think I got fleeced. This guy I traded Christian Watson for JT and Sutton. You might have given up a little too much. Running sucks ass. I'd go Christian Kirk. Brecken, going to the Bengals game tomorrow. Brecken, if you guys are in Cincinnati, make sure you check out the Braxton Brewery Company. Braxton Brewery Company. If you guys are in Cincinnati, the best beer in the Midwest, the Braxton Brewery Company. Make sure you guys check that out. I went to college with the owner. Jamin being offered Jones, Pittman, and Allen for Chase and Sanders. Yeah, I like that deal. Infinite Arsenal. Worth dropping Smith-Schuster for... No, I just don't like Deontay Johnson, so I don't think you're upgrading that much. Appreciate all of you guys joining the show. Joey Ches, I'd go Jamal Williams. Too much for the bullshit. Oh, Sky Moore. I think I lean towards Sky Moore just barely. It's tough because Reynolds could be a surprise player tomorrow, but I still trust Sky Moore a little bit more. Appreciate all of those that are watching the show. If you haven't done so already, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and sign up for our free newsletter. buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for the free newsletter. It will be in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow. It will have our favorite NFL bets, our favorite player prop bets, and a DFS lineup that I am playing tomorrow. So, if you have not done so already, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Our website, buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for the free newsletter. Comes out at 6 a.m. tomorrow in your inbox with my favorite NFL bets, player prop bets, DFS lineup. That'll be in your inbox. Make sure you sign up today. Noah Caps, I'd go with Keenan Allen. Thiago, I'd go with DJ Moore. Joey Michaels. Packers, I'm not crazy about. Colts, I feel good about. Lions, I feel good about. Deepak, I'd go with Montgomery, barely over Brian Robinson. J. Kane, 94. I'm going to go with Josh Allen. I think he has a bounce-back week. Lane Houston, I'd rather have Freiermuth. Lane Houston, I'd go Freiermuth. Just traded Waddle for Ridley because you said to. I think it's a fair deal. I think it's close. I think Ridley is a wide receiver 1, so I think it's a little bit better. But yeah. Yo, Big Uso. I'd start Bijan. Bijan over Algier. Paul P. I'd go Montgomery and Kelly. Paul P. I'd go Montgomery and Kelly. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. Our pregame show is at 10 a.m. tomorrow, everybody. 10 a.m. User 2642. I'd go Zay Flowers. Ashton 1028. I'd go Mike Williams. Jason Patrick Sr. I would go with Pierce. I'd go Kelly, and I'd go Rashad White. Pierce, White, and Kelly. Appreciate all you guys supporting the channel. I'm tempted to start Richardson over Lamar. I understand why. It's very close for me as well between those two. Komet or Hunter, too much for the bullshit. I'd go Hunter Henry. Nick Malinowski. Nick Malinowski. I'd go Gabe Davis, believe it or not. Jack, Mike Evans or Mike Williams or I'd go no, Jack, I'd go Evans and Williams. I like all of them. Juan Carlos Espinoza, Waddle for Devontae Smith. I'd actually rather have Waddle, I think. It's very close, but... Brecken, yeah, make sure you check out Braxton Brewery Company. Let your stepdad know, the Braxton Brewery Company, buddy. Joe C., Montgomery or Flowers. I'm going to lean towards David Montgomery just slightly. Appreciate all that are watching the show. Make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. We are live every single day. There will not be a day we're not live. So make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. We're doing a live draft right now. So if you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, that's what you're seeing up on the screen. I'm dope. Great to see you again. Pick 3. I'd go Bijan, Barkley, and Etienne. That was easy. Thomas Alvarez. I think I'm leaning slightly towards Breece Hall. Lude Ferrigno. I need a wide receiver. I'm thinking of trading Burrow for Ridley. Yeah, I think that's a good deal if you have Tua. Sal 619. Brutal. I think I go Elijah Moore, Sal. Elijah Moore. User 9245. Who should I put in my flex? Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams. User 9245. Jamal Williams. Too much for the bullshit. I still like Sky Moore more. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Brandon, I'd rather have Devontae Smith for the season. Logan Rojo. Logan, it'd be Rojo. If you guys like the content, make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day answering fantasy football questions, sports betting questions, DFS questions. I don't care if you're an expert or you're a rookie. I'm here to help you guys out no matter the level. If you want to learn about language, vocabulary around sports betting, I'm here for it. If you want to know what's a good bet, I'm here for it. If you want help with your fantasy football lineup, I'm here for it. That's why I created my company, to talk sports with you guys every single day. Shizzle, I would go with Freiermuth. Shizzle, I'd go Freiermuth. Anthony, I'd go DJ Moore. Sam, I wouldn't have made that trade. I'd rather have Michael Thomas than Javonte Williams. And it's not close. Infinite Arsenal, best from the waiver wire for me right now is Romeo Dobbs 1, Kendrick Bourne 2. How do I feel about Tyreek Hill? Think he's going to have a monster year. Don't know if this week's going to be that good. I think the Patriots will probably play him a little bit better. But that said, how can you not go crazy for Tyreek Hill right now? At least his production on the field. Appreciate all those who are with us. Make sure you hit that follow button. Carlos G, I'd go Zay Flowers. Nick, I'm going to lean towards Gabe Davis, though I like both. Dean Boyd, should I trade Jefferson for Tyreek Hill? No, I wouldn't. Dylan, you think Javonte Williams will score a touchdown? No, I don't. Famous Dex, I'm going Lamar Jackson. Too much for the bullshit, I'd go Jones. Estrandas Flooring, I'd go Jamal Williams. User 414, I'd go Mike Williams. Carson G, I'd go Brian Robinson. Bray Hump 16, I'd go Joe Mixon, I think. Yoldi Serrano, I'd go Chris Godwin. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. We're live every single day. So if you love the content, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you never miss a show. We are live every single day. Matthew Conradi. I'd go Joshua Kelly. I think it's close. Brawny, I'd go Derrick Henry, I think barely. Matt Slate, I'd go Kyle Pitts. Iman, I'm leaning towards Miles Sanders, even if Aaron Jones is out. Jadon Bergeron, I'd go Chris Olave, just barely. Cesar Garcia, I do like Saquon Barkley to get a touchdown. Yes, I do. Cesar Garcia, yes, I do. Paul P. I like Derek Carr a little bit more than Dak, but I understand keeping Dak. I don't know if it's that big an upgrade. Pipco, I'd go Christian Kirk. Pipco, I'd go Christian Kirk. My name. What could I get for Ayuk and Aaron Jones? Probably a really good RB1. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're a member of this Butt Fumble Sports community. Working our way to 60,000 followers. We're at like 51,000 something. Working our way up. Hope you guys are a member of this community. Hit that follow button. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. We are live every single day. I hope you're a member of this growing army of sports fans that is the Butt Fumble Sports community. Evan, I'd go with Zay Flowers. Evan, I'd go Zay Flowers. Kaylin, I'd go Zay Flowers. Garrett Westenberg, I'd go Joshua Kelly. JMCF, I'd go Keenan Allen and Deebo Samuel. Caden, I'd go with Lockett, just because the injury. Miller K13, I'd go AJ Dillon. Demo Guy 46, I'd go Justin Fields. Brewski, I'd go Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson Jr. John Valderas, I appreciate the support. Marlana Sanderson, appreciate you following. Nope, thanks for following. Hope you're following at home. Miguel, David Montgomery would be the play. Miguel, I'd go with David Montgomery. Devin Neal, I would go with DJ Moore. Nope, I'd go Breece Hall. Miguel, I'd go David Montgomery. Pipco, I definitely start Mark Andrews this week. Lawton, do I start Shaheed over Garrett Wilson? No, I wouldn't do that. BNLM Star, I'd go with Justin Fields. Fields over Baker Mayfield. Appreciate all those who are following. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Only a few minutes left of our show, maybe 5 minutes left. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. We're live every single day. Make sure you never miss a show. We're live every single day. Hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. So grateful for the support you guys show us every day. Caden, I would go with Mostert, believe it or not. Mitch, I'm going to lean towards DK Metcalf. Praying hands, I'll go Tyreek Hill, but I don't feel great about it. It's very close. Max Hill, I'd go Godwin and Ayuk. Max Hill, Godwin and Ayuk. Mateo, I'd go with Zach Moss. Aiden Ali, I'll go Kyle Pitts. Lawton, I'll go with David Montgomery. Ariel, I'll go lean towards Christian Kirk, just barely. Camille, I'll go with, oh man, I don't like either one. I'll go Zay Jones, but I don't feel good about it. Any name now, Tony Pollard. Any name now, Tony Pollard. Miguel, I'd go Justin Herbert. Lucas, I'd go Christian Kirk. Lucas, I'd go Christian Kirk. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the follow button. We're going to be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow, everybody. So make sure you don't miss the show tomorrow. Hit that follow button. Make sure you never miss our show. We are live for 3 hours tomorrow. By the way, we have been live right now. We have been live for 2 hours and 8 minutes. So you can tell, I can talk for a while. I don't get tired. Make sure you hit that follow button. That way you do not miss our show tomorrow, because we are live at 10 a.m. on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. Noah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I lean towards Pittman. Sean S. I'd go Christian Kirk. Lucas Maggio, I'd go Pacheco. Nathan Krapp, I'd go Mike Williams, Zay Flowers, and A.J. Dillon if Aaron Jones doesn't play. If Aaron Jones plays, I'd go Joshua Kelly. Davis R, I'd go Pacheco. Davis R, I'd go Pacheco. Max with 3 X's G. Max G, I'd go Jamal Williams. User 600. In an 8-man, should I take Pittman, Judy, or Godwin? I'd go Chris Godwin, number 1. Chris Godwin, number 1. Devin, I lean towards Joshua Kelly in a PPR league. Jaden, I lean towards Luke Musgrave, believe it or not. I think Luke Musgrave could have a breakout game tomorrow, so I'm going to lean in his direction just slightly, believe it or not. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day, every single show. I'm just making my pick right now, so give me one quick second. Justin, should I keep A.J. Brown? Absolutely, Justin. Don't move on from him just yet. CPT McWaffles, I'd go Brock Purdy. I trust Brock Purdy a little bit more. By the way, some of you guys have the funniest handles. It's hilarious. Ashton 1028, should I trade Garrett Wilson? I've been saying if you could get a Tony Pollard, a Saquon Barkley, if you could upgrade at the running back position, would be something I'd consider. Outside of that running back, if maybe as low as Ramondre Stevenson, but it gets pretty close, I don't feel like you want to give up too much value in exchange. Sydney, I'd go with Joshua Kelly. Sydney, Joshua Kelly. Should Debo owners be concerned after week 1? This is what I would say to most of you. Don't be concerned after week 1 for a majority of the players in this league. Water finds its level. Give it some time. A lot of these players, don't let one game define how you view them for the entire season. That would be an overreaction. Logan Hoffman, I'd go DJ Moore. JZ017, I'd go Godwin and Kelly. Godwin and Kelly, JZ017. Stivo, I'd go Zach Moss. What do you think of Moss? I think he's a good play tomorrow. Boof Wop, I'd go with Hunter Henry. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. We have about a minute left of the show. If you guys haven't done so already, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, subscribe right now. If you're watching on TikTok, hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. We're live every single day. Make sure you're following us. Joshua Kelly or DJ Moore. I would go with DJ Moore. DJ Moore would be the play. Memo RB695. I'd go Mike Evans. Mike Evans. If you haven't done so, hit the follow button. Final minute of the show. Make sure you're following us. We have our pregame show tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Hunter, should I trade away Garrett Wilson for Aaron Jones and Godwin? Yes, absolutely. Joe McBride, thanks so much for supporting the show today. You've been an absolute rock star, man. So appreciate it. AJ Swanson, I'd go Lockett. AJ Swanson, I'd go Lockett. Jaden Summers, I'd go Montgomery. Jaden, I'd go Montgomery. If you guys haven't done so, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and sign up for our free newsletter. buttfumblesports.com. Sign up for the free newsletter. It will be in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Our favorite NFL bets, our favorite NFL player prop bets, and a DFS lineup I will be playing tomorrow. So, make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, sign up for that free newsletter. buttfumblesports.com, sign up for the free newsletter, and that will show up in your inbox at 6 a.m. tomorrow. That is a promise with everything you guys need to cash in on NFL Week 2. Camille, I'd go Christian Kirk. Camille, I'd go Christian Kirk. Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, or Joshua Kelly, I would go Mike Evans. Mike Evans. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Accidentally hit the auto draft, so I just drafted Aaron Rodgers. Tells you everything you need to know. A little tribute, I guess, to Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to drop him this week. Joe McBride, thank you so much for subscribing, Joe McBride. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. It is so wonderful to have you with us. If you guys love the content, make sure you're subscribing on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. By the way, I actually might come on live later tonight for subscribers. I'm going to go put together the newsletter right now, go take care of some work, but I might come on at like midnight for subscribers. So, make sure you follow, make sure you're following us on TikTok, make sure you follow us, but if you guys do like the content, if you like the show, if you want to get personal advice later, I think I'm going to do a show only for subscribers at midnight. So that won't be on YouTube, it won't be on Twitch, it won't be on Kick, and comments will only be for subscribers. So I think I'm going to do that at midnight. So if you guys subscribe, you guys get exclusive access to all of my information and obviously all of my opinions. That said, the show will be live for everybody tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you're following us. We are going to be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So if you love the content, if you love the conversation, if you want personalized fantasy football advice, make sure you hit the follow button. I will be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Make sure you're live with us. That way you never miss a question, you never miss an answer, you don't miss any of our bets. We'll be giving out our bets during the show as well. So guys, if you want to join us, make sure you hit that follow button. We will be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. When is the next night you'll do a draft? Robert, we might do a draft tomorrow morning. Given all that we've got going on, we might do a draft tomorrow morning. That said, if you haven't followed us already, make sure you hit the follow button. If you're watching on TikTok, subscribe. If you subscribe, you will be a part of our show at midnight, exclusive for subscribers. So hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and for all of you guys, I just want to say thank you. You guys are the absolute best for supporting us like you do. We will be live tomorrow, like I said, at 10 a.m. tomorrow. 10 a.m. tomorrow is when we will be live. By the way, Joe, to answer your question, Musgrave. Joe, I'd go with Musgrave. You've been such a great supporter today. Wanted to make sure I got to it. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. I'll probably be live at I'll be live at midnight tonight. But if you don't want to subscribe on TikTok, I understand. I will be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow for everybody. So that's what's going on. So appreciate the support you showed us tonight. I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful night. If you subscribe on TikTok, I will see you at midnight. Otherwise, I will see everyone else at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow for a 3-hour show. 3 hours tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., 3-hour show tomorrow, everybody. So make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribing, and I will see you at either midnight for subscribers or at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Good night, everybody. See you later.